to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone.
Tēnā koutou katoa, nā mai, hara mai, hello and welcome to Wellington for tonight's must-win clash between the Saints and the Giants. The Saints are 0-3, the Giants are 0-4. The pressure is on and the heat is turned all the way up to 10. It's the Saints up against the Giants in the NZNBL. Hello and good evening and welcome. Justin Nelson with you, sitting right alongside me. Tall Fern sensation, captain of the Tokomanawa Queens, Stella Beck. Great to see you again, Stella. What a big game this is. Massive implications for both teams.
Yeah, bottom of the table. They'll both be really fighting to get their first win.
Well, let's have a look at the ladder as it stands at the moment in the NZNBL, and there has just been a thriller up in New Plymouth, and I can tell you there will be some movement on this ladder because just seconds ago the Airs have defeated the Jets. The high-flying Jets have been grounded 93-86. So the Airs will move to 2-3, the Jets will move to 2-3, and that mid-table between 6 and 8 will move around a little bit tonight. The Airs getting their second win of the season. What an amazing game that was.
Yeah, it was right down to the end, and you know, in such a short season, every game matters.
Certainly does. And speaking of games, round 4 gets hotter again tomorrow with a double Sunday header. The Hawks and the Sharks. What a roller coaster Hawks fans have had so far this season. The Sharks coming in off that loss last night to the Rams. The Bulls in the Tuatara. That is our Sunday sesh. That game also available live across the country on Prime. And it is the Battle of the North. And of course, it all starts again on Thursday night. It rolls around quick. The Tuatara and the Nuggets. The Nuggets still stellar, the only unbeaten team.
Yeah, and that'll be a great game. Those two teams have been playing really well.
Giant starters tonight. They're in the house. They're searching for their first win of the season. McNaught, Woodson, Maker, Dempster and Pippin unchanged from the starting lineup on Thursday night. Coach, of course, is Mike Fitchett. I caught up with him a short time ago. Coach, first and foremost, how's the team pulled up after Thursday night?
Yeah, everyone's fit and healthy. Avery Woodson played a lot of minutes, but he's come through really well. So got a great medical staff, and they're all on deck to make sure the guys are ready for tonight.
The Saints not doing you any favours, bringing in a couple of new faces for tonight. What study have you done?
The Saints aren't in the business of doing anyone favours. Oh, look, we know, a few of us know Isaiah reasonably well, obviously, with the Breakers and Tall Blacks. Mucius, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but yeah, bit of a YouTube scout, which is pretty normal at this time of the season for a lot of these imports. So, you know, Saints will do what they do. We've got to play better as the Giants.
And huge game for both teams, no doubt about it, searching for the opening win of the season. What do the Giants have to do really well?
We've got to pick up our defence. We were a little bit improved against the Nuggets, but we've got to go another 2 or 3 steps forward in that area.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
There he is, Mike Fitchett. He knows he's got a big job ahead of him tonight because he is taking on a very different looking Saints team from those that we've seen in the previous 3 rounds. Stella, they've had a couple of massive ins. Let's have a look at their starters tonight. Mucius, new player, Isaiah Mucius out of Wake Forest, the 24-year-old 203-centimetre forward, comes into the team, landed in the country just a couple of days ago. Kyle Adnam, what a game he had last week. Isaiah Liafa, what a big in, and it's been a while since he's rolled out here for his home team, the Saints.
Yeah, it's great to have Zayn back in his home city, but also back with the Saints.
Tom Vodanovic and Tohi Smith-Milner. Coach, of course, Troy McLean. Let's hear his thoughts ahead of tonight's big clash. Coach, a couple of new faces into the Saints lineup for tonight. A must-win game. The 2 Isaiahs come in. How have they fitted in?
They've been great. You know, Zaya Liapa, you know, Pop's played here, so it's really good to see him back in the blue. And Zeke has been fantastic. He's come in, fitted in really well. His intensity, energy, it's been really good for the group.
It's a tough league, very, very close. Both teams tonight are going to be going at it really, really hard to get that opening win. What do you got to do really, really well?
Look, a little bit of everything. We need to be much more efficient on the offensive end. Defensively, we need to be better in our coverages. I mean, we've got a big boy with Mr. Pippin, so we've got to make sure we do a really good job, take the battle to him early. But yeah, there's a lot of areas that we need to fix, and tonight was the night.
Best of luck out there.
Thank you.
Let's have a look at the TAB head-to-head for this one tonight as the Saints get their final instructions. Another sellout crowd tonight in the capital as well. Amazing stuff. And they'll be hoping to see an improved performance by the Saints. These are the bottom two teams after the opening 3 rounds. And if we have a look at these TAB stats, Stella, they do paint a pretty grim picture from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, both teams are coming last and second to last in almost every field. So, you know, these things maybe seem not significant, but they really stack up.
And a couple of areas there that fans don't often talk about, second chance points and points in paint. While the fans may not talk about it, the coaches and the players certainly do. They're important stats.
Yeah, once again, those things don't seem significant in each individual, but they add up.
The officials for this one tonight, the Saints and the Giants just about to step out onto the floor. Callum Welsh, Reece Hamilton and Sam Pan officiating in his 100th Sal's NBL game tonight. Well done to Sam. It's certainly an achievement, not only for players and coaches, but also for officials.
Yeah, big shout out to Sam, who's been around a long time. I've certainly been ref by him many times, so, you know, he's an awesome career.
And how about this crowd tonight, Stella? I mean, this Saints team, we know they've got 12 championships. We know that they are quite often the favourites in any Sal's NBL season, but they've lost their opening 3 home games, yet the fans continue to come in massive, massive numbers. Another sellout in the capital city tonight.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see, and, you know, it just shows the commitment to the team, and the fans are probably just as excited to see them get their first win as they are themselves.
So not too far away from the start. There's Sammy Dempster for the Giants, Kyle Adnan for the Saints, Izzy Liafa into the team for the Saints. His first time on court for his home team in quite some time. In fact, his last show was the showdown in the Sal's NBL. And that, of course, was with the Huskies in that bubble event in Auckland. And at that time, he had 21 points and 5 assists a game. Great to see him back here playing in the local competition underway as Javion Blake wins it for the Giants. And the visitors will get first possession tonight. Here's Alex McNaught, the young 20-year-old, coming off a season with the Breakers in the ANBL. Can he get something going early here? Floats it up and in. Good start for the Giants.
Yeah, really good start. They'll be happy with that first point.
First possession for Isaiah Liafa. Vidanovic catches down low, turns back to the basket underneath Sammy Dempster, and he gets the points.
I thought he got away with perhaps a little elbow there.
2 apiece. Maker was quiet on Thursday night, loses it here. Saints will come up with it. Matua Maker just 3 shots on Thursday night against the Nuggets, going at a tick over 12 points and 6 rebounds a game so far this season. The Giants will certainly be hoping that he can get going tonight.
Yeah, sometimes after a quiet night, it's, you know, you just got to get aggressive early on and take some quick shots to start with, find your groove again.
There's Smith Milner on the move. He loses a handle on it. Did come off the leg of Pippen. Despite the loss last time out by the Saints, they looked a lot better with Kyle Adnam on the floor. Here he is. Into Vidanovic, off the glass. And Tommy V's had a good start tonight.
Lovely awareness there. He knew where he was in space, where the hoop was, and finished strong.
Pippen, 208 centimetres.
He is a tall human.
Wide shoulders too.
Yeah.
Dempster fires away. Of course, the nephew of NBA Hall of Famer, Scottie Pippen. If he's watching in the States tonight on ESPN, I hope you're well, Scotty.
Likewise.
Early going here, opening 90 seconds of the game. Wide open, Adnan feeds Tommy Vidanovic.
Can really see the impact of a good point guard there. It's such a pivotal position on the floor.
All 7 in the game for the Saints for Vidanovic. They cough it up, the Giants. 21 turnovers on Thursday. Early turnover here. Vidanovic, can he make it? 9!
Really strong start there from Vidanovic.
Turnover here, maybe. Just coming in over the top. Adnam.
Unlucky there, appreciated the hustle.
He's called for the foul. This start tonight for Tommy Vidanovic. All 9 points for the Saints. Just what he needed as well. Only averaging 12 points a game this season.
Yeah, he's quieter than usual, but I think the experience he's got is still so important for this team. So even if he's not doing so much on the stat sheet, I'm sure that he's got a huge impact on the court.
McNaught now goes searching, floats up, a little bit short.
He likes the floater early on.
Can the Saints extend early? Adnam through the paint, off the glass. Maker with the rebound. Here come the Giants. Matua Maker. Nowhere to go. Pippen deep from him, and it's good. Big, big three-pointer
No
for
hesitation
Kavion Pippen.
there.
Good sign.
Yeah, great sign. No hesitation there from the three. He's obviously got confidence to get it up.
Adnam now, keeping it alive. Good defense, McNaught. Pippen had a sneaky look, didn't he?
Thought about it again.
Good hand in the lane there from Mucius. His first touch of the game. Shot clock down to 10. Giants still with time. Pippen inside. Pippen with the finish. Good feed, McNaught.
Yeah, really good feed there from McNaught. Came off the screen, knew exactly where the defense was and delivered the ball to where it needed to go.
Giants looking a bit better the last 2 times down the floor. Here's Leafa.
Going straight back to Vidanovic.
Adnam, corner, first shot, Mucius, short, rebound, Pippen. Believe it or not, at 208 centimetres, Kavion Pippen did not take 1 single rebound against the Nuggets on Thursday night. Quite amazing.
I do find that very hard to believe. That must have been a serious effort from someone on the other team.
Woodson, his first shot of the night. And they'll want the ball in his hands a bit, going at 21.5 points a game, Avery Woodson, and shooting at a 50% clip.
It's fantastic, no complaints there. They should really use those statistics to their advantage.
And highlighting the new Saints depth, Marlon Taylor, off the bench tonight, the import.
Yeah, that's incredible. If that's one of your bench players, then it really shows the depth of that Saints team.
Big play, Kavion Pippen. The up fake, delightful. The finish, sublime. And we're all tied up. Last 7 points in the game to the Giants as Leafa can't convert. There's Pippen again, has started well, bodying in. There's a foul there on Tommy Vidanovic. We all heard that one.
Yeah, no mistake on that one.
And Pippen causing some problems for the Saints. We know the Saints defensively inside the paint have given away more points than any other team this season. And we're starting to see some early signs here of maybe some struggle inside the key again.
Yeah, it's certainly something they've struggled with. I don't know exactly how their defense is oriented, and they seem to get in the paint really easily. And I think what you also see from that is players pick up early fouls. They end up with 2 or 3 because they have to scramble deep in the paint. It's quite easy to get fouls in that situation.
68% from the TAB so far this season. Kavion Pippen converts 1 of 2 from that TAB stripe. It's good enough to give the Giants the lead. They've scored the last 8 points of the game. And now they've got an offensive foul, illegal screen called on Darnay Samuel.
He's usually good for one of those a game.
Well, we've seen a bit of a rise so far this round, Stella, in the illegal screens. Clearly a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, definitely, and perhaps just a slight adjustment that the players have to make.
McNaught, Pippen again, inside, going to work on Darnay Samuel. That was halfway around the world. Maker with the rebound. He's off to the TAB. And the Giants have had the better of the last few minutes.
Yeah, they're really going after the offensive board, so second chance points once again, not looking good for the Saints.
And those twin towers for the Giants working well together on that occasion. Here's Matur Maker, South Sudanese Australian. Another one of the rising stars coming out of Australia right now. And he converts at the TAB. Midway through the first, splits the pair. Giants lead by 3. In the zone, they're going to switch to man now. You can hear Mike Fitchett in the background. Musius, that one was in and out. Taylor nearly put it down.
Oh, that was close. Both shots just there.
McNaught now in trouble through traffic. No whistle. Here's Woodson. Back of the iron. Rebound. Musius away. He's starting to get into it now for the Saints. Will he go all the way off the glass? He does.
Just need a little bit more composure, a little bit more control there, and he might have got the foul call.
Found the backboard, didn't he? Couldn't finish it, though. McNaught the other way. He misses. Dempster with a hand, and a good hand in the end.
Yeah, possibly good that this ball's gone out of court. It felt like they just need a moment to settle, both teams.
Giants making some changes. Nick Prathen into the game, along with Tyler Marsh. Both going at a tick over 7 points a game this season. And the Giants very lively on the sidelines beside us here, Stella.
Yeah, absolutely. They're all getting up for each other. And
Liafa, indecision on the deep 2. Taylor in the end on the baseline drive is fouled.
and they just keep nicking the rim, don't they, on those finishes?
Just copped a knock down the arm. Super athletic Marlon Taylor. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. And there's the foul there against Kavion Pippin.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't take long to see his athleticism.
Toughen into the game now for the Saints. What have you made of the opening 6 minutes?
Yeah, I think they both started really strong. There's been a bit of a lull in the last couple of minutes. We've gone up and down with not too much finishing, but they're both teams really looking to get after it. You can tell that they really both want this first one.
Well, we were talking pre-game based on 10 and 8, 10 wins, 8 losses to get a final 6 berth last season. If the Giants lose tonight, they will need to go 10 and 3 from here to make it. If the Saints lose, they'll need to go 10 and 4.
Yeah, and that is not easy to do.
Here's Tyler Marsh through traffic. Can Pippin nail another one? Nearly got the drop, Kavion Pippin. Taylor now has Woodson in front of him. Puts it in to Samuel off his hand.
It's unlucky there. I think they had the right decision, just didn't quite execute it.
Giants come up with it. When you consider the Giants lost by 7 on Thursday night, so much went wrong for them in that game. Some really interesting stats to come out of it. Here's Kavion Pippin getting up. Marlon Taylor met him at the ring. Saints come up with it. Look away pass. Darnay Samuel with the finish.
Great recovery there. The commitment to come over and stop that from getting thrown down.
Real 4-point play, wasn't it? Here's Pippin inside again. Long time in the paint. He's fouled though, and he'll head to the TAB. Highlights it. Both ends of the floor. And what about that look-away pass from Kyle Adnan to set up Samuel?
He certainly had me looking to the corner.
So Pippin heads to the line. He's been in everything. 8 points in the game so far. Vodanovic has 9 for the Saints. And this is a much better start for Kavion Pippin. Field goal percentage over 70% Pippen. At the stripe though. Starting to dip below 60%, splits the pair again. And he'll come and take a break as Maker steps back on the floor. What have you made of Kavion Pippen?
Fantastic first start. He's obviously a dominant force inside the paint, and I think teams are going to really struggle with his size and his versatility in there.
He looks like he's had a fair sort of a rev up from Mike Fitchett since Thursday night as well.
Yeah.
Very aggressive start for Pippen tonight. Here's Tuffin, Smith-Milner over Dempster. Nothing but net for Tohi Smith-Milner.
And you've got to know that that is the exact shot that Tohi wants.
Averaging just over 2 threes a game at 54% Smith-Milner. Tyler Marsh loses it to Kyle Adnam. That's as easy as you like. For the 29-year-old Aussie, Kyle Adnam adds another 2. Mike Fitchett immediately calls a timeout as the Saints now lead by 4.
And you can see there, I think, the experience of the point guards. Kyle Adnam, Zaya Leafa, they're putting pressure on the Giants really early. And if anything, it's just making it difficult.
Well, one of the issues the Giants had against the Nuggets were turnovers. 3 turnovers in the game now, 4 points from those turnovers. I mentioned before that they only went down by 7 against the Nuggets. I say only because the team had 21 turnovers in that game. The Nuggets scored 27 of those turnovers. Matua Maker only put up 3 shots for the game, field goal attempts. Pippen and McNaught were both in foul trouble. They gave up 17 offensive rebounds, only had 3 offensive rebounds themselves. When you factor all of that into the game was actually tied up with 80 seconds to play.
Yeah, it's remarkable with all that they didn't only lose. They only lost by 7.
Sells NBL, super special for round 4. Pick up a 1.5 litre bottle of Coke with the Sells NBL Steel. It's the #1 combo at Sells. And there's the online code. Assist, and you'll get an extra little bonus in there till Wednesday.
Looks delicious.
So the Saints fighting back in the last couple of minutes, forcing turnovers, scoring some baskets. Now the Giants again to bring it up the floor. McNaught back into the action. Here's Maker on the move. Tough shot under the basket in the end.
It's a tough shot, and also see what the press can do. It puts pressure on them to take an early shot, possibly not the best shot in the shot clock.
Now Tuffin fires away. Kenneth Tuffin makes that lead at 7 all of a sudden.
You can see the Saints kind of finding the holes in that zone.
Giants got to a 3-point lead. It's been a big run here by the Saints. Maker, short corner, delivers.
Yeah, I think the Nelson Giants coach has a point there. He almost could have gotten and one.
And we've got contact down the other end, and it'll count. And Kyle Adnam's off to the TAB. And I think Mike Fitchett at one end saw a lot of contact with no whistle, and then back the other way. The Saints have got one to go their way.
Yeah, I think he's got an argument there.
Adnam moves to 4 in the game, 3 assists already for the Aussie. The junior out of the Kilsyth Cobras in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne. Puts that away, converts. So that lead at 8. Heading down towards quarter time. Packed house here at TSB Bank Arena. The Giants need this. And Matua Maker delivers.
Turned out to be a great shot. I almost would have said it was a bit risky early on, but it paid off.
Tuffin, back to back. Yes, indeed. Kenneth Tuffin drains another triple.
It's almost as if the Giants aren't really treating the three-pointers with such urgency.
Sammy Dempster takes it to the hoop. Lead at 6. Let's see what the Saints do on this occasion. Horn set from the top. Adnam takes it back, works around Samuel. Gets the switch now, goes to work on Maker. Turnaround, tough shot is good.
And some words with the Nelson bench, it seemed, as well.
Well, good defense and equally good offense. Woodson has been quiet, steps back. It was a big step back and makes Avery Woodson.
That was a big step back.
His first points of the game. Going at just under 22 for the season. Shot clock turned off here. Saints by 5. Samuel steps over to Adnam. Adnam, Samuel off the glass. Easy basket in the end for Darnay Samuel. And that'll just about do us. It does. Quarter time here. And it's an opening between the two bottom teams searching for their first win of the season. Some words being spoken. Sammy Dempster walks away. And that'll do us for the opening 10 minutes. Saints lead by 7. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. There's Darnay Samuel finishing it off for the opening quarter. A lot in this one tonight. There's a bit of heat out there. You've got to love it in the Sal's NBL. Quick break. Second quarter coming up soon.
Mason going for the third. And there's another one for Mason. Brooklyn gets his third as well. Mason in his fourth this time. Keep cheering him on, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the cross from scoreboard. Getting the fifth. Mason! Brooklyn. Come on, Brooklyn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Brooklyn and Mason.
Welcome back to TSB Bank Arena. Just about set for a start in this second quarter. Fans enjoying themselves as they always do here. Packed crowd tonight. And out of that opening quarter, the Saints lead it by 7. With her thoughts, Tall Ferns star as the Saints look to score early through Marlon Taylor. Stella Beck.
Yeah, it's certainly a powerful start from the Saints. They're getting the ball through a lot of people's hands. There's a lot of contribution kind of across the floor, so it's a promising start. They should feel good about their first quarter.
Pippen straight back into the action.
I think he's going to be a problem factor for the Saints. They can keep the ball out of his hands in the paint. They'll shape up well.
He's got 11 in the game now. Game high scorer, Marlon Taylor.
He got that one over the rim, and that must feel good.
He's an excitement machine. There's McNord with some space. Up and in nearly. Put his first one down tonight on the floater. He's missed the last couple. Here's Adnam. Oh, that's a good basket.
Once again, that's where he wants to be. He loves that mid-range game.
He's got 9 now. All the stats with thanks to the official stats partner of the Sellers NBL, the TAB. Pippen to the corner. Ingham into the action. That one looks deep. It is. Misses everything. Adnam up the floor again.
Always tough when the first touch of the ball is a three-point shot.
Somehow keeps it alive, Adnam. It's going to end up with Smith-Milner for 3. That was halfway down. Vodanovic rebound off the glass.
Really good from Tommy B. That's a huge second chance point.
Hasn't missed tonight, Vodanovic.
Yeah, he's got 11 on the game. No chance of slowing up.
Some danger signs right now for the Giants. That lead jumps to 11. Saints shooting at 61%, Giants at 45%. This is one man Giants fans will want to see get going. Liafa's done a very good job on him. Speaking of Avery Woodson, of course. Here's Pippen. Saints in a zone at the moment. Comes out to Maker. Steps around Vodanovic. Tries to put it up and in off the floater. He misses as well.
Yeah, it's lucky there when you're flying out at the three-point line like that. They're gonna blow by you, and your team's gonna have to recover.
Mucius outside. Samuel. That'll be a timeout. Giants have seen enough. Mike Fitchett's seen enough. Saints have come out and put the foot to the throat to start this second quarter. They lead by 14. It's a 9-2 run. Darnay Samuel, he has got one of the best shooting strokes you will see in the Sal's NBL.
Absolutely, and that's the danger of the Saints. If you let them shoot and you let them score, they're going to go off. They've got players that can score big numbers and multiple players that can score big numbers.
Well, Samuel's got 7 in the game, hasn't missed. Vodanovic has got 11, hasn't missed. Adnam's got 9, he's 4 of 6, but also has 4 assists. I mean, this is a new look Saints team right now.
Yeah, they're looking really good, looking really confident, not hesitating when they shoot the ball and finding each other really well.
Check out all the Sal's NBL team merch at the official New Balance team merch store. There's the QR code on your screen now. You can click on that, that'll take you through to the merch store, and you can have a look for your favourite team gear. What about the job that Isaiah Liafa has done so far tonight on Avery Woodson? Woodson for the Giants. 1 of 3, has 3 points and no other stat to his name.
That's certainly one of Zay's strong suits. He is a fantastic defensive player. He's known to give people in the ANBL quite a lot of grief, so it's great to see him doing the same thing here.
Now, I know you wouldn't have heard it at home, but we are positioned right beside the Giants bench, and that was a very, very heated timeout.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
Mike Fitchett letting his team know exactly how he felt about the opening minutes of this second quarter, and lucky to get it back here again, the Giants.
You can see the grief that Kyle Adnam is causing for their guards.
And of course, Adnam and Liafa have spent a fair bit of time together in the Aussie NBL, haven't they?
Yeah, they both would have played for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix.
Ingham,
so they're no strangers.
Ingham with the turnover, another one for the Giants. Adnam kicks it out, Mucius, and another triple.
Yeah.
Wow, they are putting them home at the moment from downtown.
Having a bit of deja vu here with a turnover and a 3.
It'll jump to 4, actually. So they're racking them up at the moment. Here's Woodson. Can he get going? That'll help. Saints, by the way, from beyond the arc, are 6 of 10 now. Mucius, turnaround jumper, short. Here's Woodson. Fires away, back-to-back baskets for Avery Woodson.
Possibly taking it into his own hands a wee bit, trying to get his team going.
They'd been well held. Margin at 12. Oh. How's the pass? Kyle Adnam did everything right.
Beautiful.
Samuel couldn't finish, but he was fouled. Wait till you see this on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Kyle Adnam with the look away over his shoulder. Have a look at this. If you don't mind, foul on Alex McNord. They're the little things that quite often go unseen, aren't they?
Yeah, it's great to have the replay to get a closer look at how skilled that really was.
Samuel converts from the TAB. Here's the second. That one's a miss. In the game tonight. for Samuel. Giants looking for Woodson again. This time Liapa right there with him. Goes around. Big foul from behind. Goes unseen. Huge foul committed by Isaiah Liapa.
Yeah, that was blatantly obvious from where we're sitting.
Here's the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Look at this. Took out his right arm completely. That's a miss. Here's Dempster. Oh, smart play, Sammy Dempster. Back to McNaught. Timeout called by the Saints. They lead by 11.
I think aside from the turnovers, the Giants have some really promising stuff. They're getting into the keyhole. They're getting their big men some good looks, but they just have to look after the ball to even give themselves a chance at this.
Conversation just taking place, or just took place in front of us between Mike Fitchett and Callum Welch. And Mike Fitchett rightfully asking the question about that missed foul. Callum Welch just said, look, I did not see it. I honestly did not see it. And Mike Fitchett said thank you and moved on. So good to see communication like that between an official and a coach. If you don't see it, you can't call it.
No, yeah, it's a bit of mutual respect, you know. Sometimes you're at an angle where you're getting blocked by really big bodies and you can't see the contact.
Well, this, of course, is the second game today in the Sal's NBL. Earlier this evening, the Taranaki Airs rebounding with a 93-86 win over the Jets. We'll show you the updated ladder shortly. But the good news is, for Airs fans, they have moved to 4 points with their second win of the season. And probably against the odds, given Anthony Hilliard is still yet to arrive. And of course, the Jets have been in some hot form, haven't they?
Yeah, it's always good when you get one of those early wins that are possibly not expected. It can take a bit of pressure off towards the end of the season.
Back underway here, midway through the second. Lucius, new to New Zealand, new to the Saints. His first game tonight. He looks an athlete. Here's Liapa pulling up on the deep two.
Good to see Liapa getting in the game. Those were his first points, but again, the depth of the Saints team, they've got people firing from all cylinders.
Woodson over Taylor. Miss for the Giants. Here's Liapa, just opened up for him. McNaught got a nice little hand on it on the way through. Ingham back the other way. This would be big. Misses. Oh, McNaught.
Great follow-up from McNaught. Not giving up on the play. Getting it done on both ends.
They've got it back to 11. Scored the last 6. Here's Taylor. Dempster all over him. Some good defense. Liapa misses Marlon Taylor, and the Giants will get it back. So a good run here now for the Giants, and it's been one of those games so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, certainly ups and downs, and each team has had their momentum at different times. It's a real clash here.
Results so far this round: Nuggets by 7 over the Giants, Rams by 16 against the Sharks, and the Airs by 7 over the Jets. Woodson, oh, how about Avery Woodson, who has just started to find some range, find some form, and drain some big baskets.
Yeah, and he certainly seems like he has the green light to let those ones fly.
Isaiah Mucius responds. Back the other way for the Saints. He moves to 6 points in the game. Here's Woodson again, has Taylor in front of him. Avery Woodson, not on this occasion.
Oh.
Foul on the tip.
And once again, McNaught getting after those 1%ers. I think he's unlucky to come away.
In fact, Dempster with the
Yeah.
foul. So maybe on the rebound in the end.
Perhaps he created a little bit of space for McNaught, but we couldn't see that from here.
Pippen, 11 in the game, leading the way for the Giants. Vidanovic with 11 for the Saints. They're our leading scorers tonight. Taylor Little hesitation up on Dempster. Good defense, Dempster.
Yeah, did a good job to stay straight up. As long as you jump up and down and your body's straight, then you've got the right away.
Woodson, Vidanovic blows by him, hands it up. Pippen with the hammer. Big basket for the Giants. And I think there might be another timeout here. The Saints to use another one. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Woodson setting it up, and Pippen throwing it down. And they're just hanging around, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are. They're keeping it in. As you said before, it's a game of two halves. You know, one team's going strong, and the other team's picking it up right after them. So
3:33 left to play in the opening half here tonight. Hawks and Sharks tomorrow at 4. Bulls and Tuatara tomorrow at 6. And then, of course, on Wednesday night, 8 p.m, Sal's Hoopheads returns. Casey Frank, Andrew Mulligan joining me on Sky Sport for Sal's Hoopheads. Have you caught an episode yet?
yeah, Hoopers has been good to watch.
Bit of fun?
Yeah, really bit of fun. Yeah.
Speaking of fun, another big crowd in attendance tonight. They certainly do it well for the Wellington Saints here at TSB Bank Arena. And don't the fans love it?
Yep.
Stats with thanks to the TAB. Stella Beck, take us through some of the stats so far tonight.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious to see on the Saints side of things, they've got multiple players in good scoring positions. They're doing the 1%ers slightly more than they have done in the other games. They've got 11 assists on their 48 points. So that's, again, they're getting each other involved. They're getting every player involved, and they're not afraid to share the ball.
So back underway. The Saints have used their allocation of timeouts, except for, of course, for the Sky City player timeout. Both teams still have that up their sleeve. Off the hand of Kenneth Tuffin. I think the good thing for both coaches, Stella, is they've shown some real signs of scoring in bursts. I think defense will be the thing that they talk about at half-time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not even at half-time, and both teams have pretty good numbers on the scoreboard.
And turnovers, of course, as Liapa gets the steal, gets the finish.
Once again, I imagine that's one of those things that can drive you nuts as a coach, when the ball just keeps ending up being in the other team's hand. You do not give yourself a chance.
Woodson searching, can't finish. Heavy contact between Dempster and Liapa, who looks for a triple. Rebound, Smith-Milner can't keep a handle on it. They will get it back, though.
It's worked out well.
.236 left in the half. These two teams won't be looking any further ahead than this game tonight. Such an important contest for both of them as they search for their first win. But I can tell you that the Saints are on the road next week. They've got a Southern double. Rams on Friday night, Sharks on Sunday night. That is tough.
That is a tough road to go on, especially heading down south. You can find yourself away from home for a couple of weeks at a time, and it's important to find routine, find those things that keep you grounded within the game even when you're not in your home city.
Giants at home to the Airs in round 5. That's the Saturday 5 p.m. game, and based on what we saw from the Airs earlier this evening, that is going to be tough.
Yeah, they've done really well to come away with that win, and it was one of those games that was close all the way through it, so it shows that they can keep their cool, keep their composure, and see the game through.
Just cleaning up the court here. As you can see, as we go through our stats under the score ticker, Saints with 11 assists tonight and 4 steals. That probably, the 4 steals, is the difference in the game, along with some shooting from Tommy Vidanovic. He continues to be perfect tonight. 13 in the game, has not missed.
He's been on fire.
Dempster over Vidanovic.
It looks good from here.
They get it back to Giants. Ingham searching, Pippen. Back to Ingham, he fires away. His third miss of the evening. The margin hovers in double digits still. Vidanovic, surely not. There's his first miss.
Perhaps that comes with a sigh of relief that he doesn't have to be at 100% anymore.
He's had a great start tonight.
Lovely,
Pass
lovely
from
pass.
McNaught to Woodson was absolutely spot on.
Perfect, really fantastic reading of the play there, knowing who's going to be open.
Pippen with the block. McNaught comes up with it. Has Adnam in front of him. Pippen again with a look from outside. Woodson now. Liafa right there with him. Now Woodson on the move, nowhere to go. Pippen has to fire away from deep. That one rising up off the back of the iron.
Got a little bit stuck at the top of the three-point line there. Didn't do much moving past the elbows. Probably looking to get more players involved.
Smith-Milner, good pass to Tuffin. Liafa is asking for a sub at the moment. He is gassed.
I mean, when you've got to play defense on an amazing shooter like that, I imagine that you'd get tired as well.
Oh, heavy
unlucky.
contact there as Tuffin dives in after the ball. McNaught helped back to his feet.
Yeah, it's a tough one when a bit of hustle just kind of lands you in a compromised position.
And there is Liafa headed to the sidelines, and there it is. Tuffin, commitment to the ball, and very quick to step over and help Alex McNaught up. But just looking down the Saints bench, Isaiah Liafa, I don't think it's anything more than just needing a breather, but he is completely gassed at the moment.
He'll be looking forward to half-time.
And we're not too far away from the half. Giants looking to close this gap. Here's McNaught. Maybe a late chance here for the visitors. He's got to go. Shot clock at 3. He's fouled and off to the TAB. Good work from the Giants point guard in the end, the 20-year-old. Kept it alive. Kept the pressure on. It's been one of those games tonight. Both of these teams working so hard to find their opening win of the season. Saints lead by 13. Kyle Adnam is a plus 20 on the TAB score sheet. 9.6 assists. He really has been dynamite in this first half. Smith-Milner a plus 17. So they've been key factors for the Saints when Adnam and Smith-Milner have been on the court. The points have come the way of the Saints. McNaught misses the first, 50% at the TAB this season, which means he should make that one, but doesn't. So a double miss there as the Saints settle it down. Here is Adnam. McNaught right there with him. 2 fouls in this opening half to McNaught. Doesn't want to foul here. Smith-Milner now going in hard on Pippen. Pippen with the foul. That's his second. And Smith-Milner will actually go to the line here. So the foul there, the official saying that Smith-Milner had picked the ball up on the drive. TJ Gardner-Holmes replay. What's your decision at home? Let's have a look. I think Smith-Milner may be a little bit fortunate to be at the TAB. Based on that replay, of course, we do have the benefit of having a second look. Some late points here for the Saints. Four points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists tonight for the Saints, number 16. and add another point to that. So they're going to take a handy half-time lead in. Sky City player timeout called here by the Giants. Both teams still have one in this opening half. The Giants have now used theirs, so they're going to advance the ball with 8.8 left on the clock. Sky City, of course, proudly bringing you the player timeout, but also ticket to the big game. 10,000 tickets to give away to community groups, sports groups, school groups. You can come along to a Sal's NBL game. Scan that QR code on your screen now. It's the Sky City ticket to the big game. 10,000 tickets to give away. And I can tell you, in the opening 3 rounds this season, already more than 2,000 tickets have been given away to community groups with thanks to Sky City. Back underway. Shot clock at 3. Woodson, hard, tough shot from deep. And that'll do us. Not sure that was the play the Giants were looking for out of that timeout. But at halftime, the Saints lead by 15. Putting the foot down in that second quarter, 26 to 18 at quarter. 7 up at quarter time, 15 up at the half. As the Giants head to the locker rooms. We're going to head down courtside in just a second. Stella Beck is there with Avery Woodson and Izzy Liafa. Let's head down and hear the thoughts of Avery Woodson first up.
Great first half from you. Can you tell me? Great first half from you. Can you tell me how you're getting your team involved and how you're getting involved early on?
I don't even think that was a great first half, to be honest. I think I got forced into taking some tough shots. So I got to be smarter in my shot selection and move the ball a little bit more to let my teammates get involved.
Yeah, very good. And any tips going into the second half for your team?
Defense, defense, defense.
Good stuff. Good luck.
Thank you.
And bringing over Zaya Modiahuliafa, your first game back in the Sal's NBL. How does it feel being back in Saints colours?
Yeah, it's good. You know, obviously I was born in Wellington, born and bred in Wellington, so it's always good to come back and play. I think the last time I played here was 2015, so yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Well, it's good to have you back. And what does the rest of the season look like for you? Have you got a plan for the rest of the year? Or?
Yeah, I'll be here for a couple games, and I'm going to go back over to the States, and then I'll come back and finish the season with the Saints. And yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Good luck for the second half.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks very much, Stella. There's the Saints coaching staff. They'll be pretty happy with what they've seen in the first half. Saints searching for their first win of the season, so too the Giants at the half. It's the home team by 15. TAB stats on the other side of the break. Don't go away. TSB Bank Arena. Great to have you with us on Sky Sport. The NZNBL Saints leading this one by 15. Justin Nelson, Stella Beck with you. Bit of fun games going on down there on the court at the moment.
Yeah, I was just saying this is one I haven't seen before, and it looks like it would be quite a lot of fun.
Well, if there's one thing the Saints are known for, it's about having fun with the crowd. Another packed house tonight, a sellout, and they'll be happy with what they've seen so far. Stats with thanks to TAB. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. Tommy Vodanovic, what an opening half from him.
Yeah, fantastic. He's shooting the ball, as we know, at a fantastic clip. I think he's only missed one shot, and they're really looking to go to him.
And Kavion Pippin had a quick start tonight for the Giants, 11 points in that opening quarter. Alex McNaught with 6 rebounds. He'll be happy with that. Smith Milner has been a key player for the Saints. And how about Kyle Adnam? He has been involved in everything.
Yeah, you can really see that he's just running the show. He's got his team moving, he's got the other team moving, and he's really making it look easy.
And all the steals coming up for the Saints. The Giants in that first half with 5 turnovers, which they'll be happy with considering they had 21 against the Nuggets. But back the other way, just the 3 turnovers for the Saints. A quick look at the updated Sal's NBL ladder for you. Of course, there was one game played earlier tonight. The Airs at home getting the Jets by 7. What a thriller that was. And although there was no movement in position on the ladder, look how tight it is now as the Airs move to 4. The Saints and the Giants, one of these 2 teams is going to get their opening win tonight. As we saw last season, there is nothing in it.
Yeah, every game matters, especially with such a short season and with every team really competing against each other. The ladder can shift really quickly, so getting those ones that you need to get, it's huge.
Second half not too far away. Saints lead it by 15. Can the Giants get themselves back into it? Will the Saints go on and win their first game of the season? We're going to find out real soon. Don't go away.
Okay, yellows and greens are worth $10 each. The Hellspells are done themselves. They have divvied up what's left. So we're going to add to your totals another $110 each. $6,000. Give it away by $100 per hour. Give it up to our contestants. Get it to the profit off. Come on over here, guys. We're filling out the money. You can take that cash away with you tonight. Thanks, everyone. Come on, the Saints, 56-41 at half-time.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for round of applause Toyota. And a big shout out to our guest host, Jason Pye from Neutral TV. Wicked support with Jason Pye. Catch a line 89.3 FM and 1025 AM. I'm hungry here. Give it a Facebook and like Jason Pye on Neutral TV. We're going to make this one to the local one to up with the goods. And our 3 families taking home their share of $6,000. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Big crowd, lots of happy faces tonight. Saints leading by 15 at the half. Second half, moments away from starting. And as we've seen over the opening few weeks of the season, big crowds right across the country, including in New Plymouth earlier tonight when the Airs toppled the Jets. 2 more games to come in round 4 of action in the NZNBL tomorrow. Another doubleheader, Hawks and the Sharks from 4 p.m. And then the Sunday sesh. Make that Sunday roast, sit down with the family and enjoy the Battle of the North from 6 p.m. right here on Sky Sport and live and free on Prime. The Bulls and the Tuatara. The big news for the Bulls today, Dan Fortu has been named to play. Tyrell Harrison, though, unfortunately, will be missing. New look Saints team tonight. Isaiah Musius, new import that arrived in the country this week. 117 games with Wake Forest, just coming off an NBA G League season, 16 games with the Capital City Go-Go. And he becomes the 13th NBA G League player to be in the Sal's NBL this season. Quite amazing. And of course, Isaiah Liafa in for the Saints, which means they become very deep right now, and we've seen that respectively off the 2 benches tonight with the scoring.
Yeah, definitely. You can Saints have 19 points off the bench and the Giants don't have any. So it's obviously a massive difference in depth there and versatility off the bench.
Set for a start in the 3rd quarter here. Can the Saints hang on? Can the Giants come from behind and cause an upset? One team will be cemented to the foot of the ladder after this one tonight. Dempster, early long-range shot, certainly on target, just a little bit short.
Yeah, definitely looks straight, but probably not the shot that they want first off.
Vidanovic in and out. Easily the best shooter on the floor in that opening half, Tom Vidanovic.
Yeah, he couldn't miss.
Liafa, good hand in the lane.
Once is close. They've had a few ones that have just almost been turnovers, but have managed to get away with it.
Here's the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Back to live action now. Pippen keeps it alive off the miss. Woodson, look at Liafa, now doubled, yeah, all over him. Nothing free and easy. Fantastic defense, and it took a big shot from Avery Woodson. Amazing.
Yeah, just as Avery Woodson said in that halftime interview, he said, I've just been lucky to get a few shots away, but they've all been tough shots. So that's obviously not what he's looking to, that's not what he's looking to do, but if he's got to do it, he's capable.
Here's Adnam over the top of the big outstretched wing of Kavion Pippen. How about that for a shot, Kyle Adnam?
Yeah, just a bit too blasé there from Pippen. I think he probably could have got closer, but is conscious of getting beaten off the dribble.
Foul on Isaiah Liafa.
He obviously thought it was legal.
Well, he is literally inside the shorts of Avery Woodson. That's how close he's playing.
Yeah, definitely. He's not making it easy, that's for sure.
There they are battling again, this time slipping the pass through Woodson to Pippen.
I think the Giants need to look to do that a bit more. They look really good when they get the ball inside and they come off pick and roll and they kick it to the big man, and they've kind of shied away from that a wee bit.
15 points in the game for Pippen. There he is, Adnam again over the top.
Too easy for him from that spot.
Adnam now moves to 14. Had 26 last week. Woodson on the switch. Musius in front of him.
Another tough contested shot.
Le'afa, great pass. Smith-Milner, good take.
Lovely finish there from Smith-Milner to keep the ball protected from the big swinging arm of Pippen.
Pippen surrounded by blue and then knocks Tohi Smith-Milner into next Thursday.
Yeah, and I think he was waiting to be knocked into next Thursday.
TJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Let's have a look at it. There it is. And a couple on the Giants bench were asking for a flop. I don't know. I'm telling you now, I'm not standing in front of Kavion Pippen.
Yeah, I agree.
Not a chance. Margin at 18 now. Saints have started 7-4 in this third quarter. Starting to see some player announcements as well, Stella, for the upcoming GJ Gardner-Holmes To'ihi season. Good to see. I believe the Queens, your team, will be making one this week. Smith-Milner for 3.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing how all the teams shape up this year. Such a good season last year. It'll be good to see all the girls back in action this year.
Baker over the top of Vidanovic. Adnan comes up with it. He's got Musius on the run. Elects to go to Vidanovic. Hands it off. Le'afa. Well, that is sublime play by the Saints. Getting it through hands. Some of the best basketball we've seen from the Wellington Saints this season. Giants with the timeout. And that lead is now at 24.
Yeah, and you can see the difference between the two teams. The Saints have 14 fast break points and the Giants only have 4. So the Saints are looking to push it. They want to run a fast-paced game, and it's working for them at the moment.
Well, speaking of Saints GM Jordan Mills, after last week's game, which was their 3rd home loss in a row, he literally couldn't remember that had happened, when that had happened to the team last. He said, look, you'd have to go back to mid-2000s, maybe even as far back as 20 years ago, that had happened, that they've lost 3 in a row at home. So it's unthinkable that they were going to lose 4 in a row at home. They've made some changes during the week. The changes have worked. What we've seen so far has been far better from the 12-time champs.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes teams just take a while to figure each other out. They often have a slow start, but once they get their momentum, they're away running. So hopefully that's the case for the Saints. Hopefully they just need to get that one under their belt. Maybe a few changes in the lineup is going to help that.
And while we're talking about what is going right for the Saints, the Giants seemingly right now headed to a 0-5 start to the season. Of course, they finished the regular season 2nd on the ladder last year, went straight through to the semi-finals. This hasn't been the start to 2023 that they wanted.
No, definitely not. It's hard when you get into a losing streak in the early games, but you've just got to not lose confidence and keep the buy-in.
Dempster. Can he answer? Yes, he can. Sammy Dempster out of that timeout with a big 3. Like you said, Stella, don't lose confidence.
No, definitely. It's one of the most important things, that mental aspect of the game.
Adnan.
Lovely.
Tough basket. Kyle Adnan.
Even he's smiling about it.
16 in the game now for Kyle Adnan. Game high scorer.
Yeah, and he seems to be just having a field day.
Woodson. Le'afa has been the battle of the night. McNaught for 3. Maka with the rebound. He goes up, off the glass, comes up short. Pippen won't. Doesn't matter. Foul is called on Kavion Pippen. So we'd need to see that again.
Absolutely.
Maybe a push.
Tough. That's a tough loss for the Giants, with Pippen going off with 4 fouls this early in the second half.
Let's have a look here. Here comes the miss. We'll stay with this. Pippen. There's the little hand in the back of Tom Vidanovic, who quickly turned to the referee and said, did you see that? The whistle had already gone, and I was wondering why. Kavion Pippin wasn't arguing.
No, I mean, he kind of made that one obvious. It was a hand on the back and an extension, so you can't complain too much.
And as you said, 4 fouls for him now. All the stats with thanks to TAB. Vidanovic to Taylor. Knocked out of play by Woodson. Tommy Vidanovic tonight, 13 points, 5 rebounds, shooting at 75%.
Oh, he's been a
There's
treat
the
to
miss.
watch.
As you can see, clear Saints ball back underway. Adnam. Taylor. Deep 2, fouled by Matua Maker, just coming down his arm. Giants not happy with the call. Looked like there was contact though. TAB line, that's where Marlon Taylor finds himself, shooting at 50% from the stripe so far this season. Came off the bench tonight.
He did. He's probably really helped with the bench points for the Saints, and probably not quite what he is looking for from the strike line percentage-wise, but I think what matters the most is that he's getting there early on and he's getting those shots up.
24-year-old New Yorker out of LSU. Who coincidentally was headed to the Capital City Go-Go in the G League. And the Go-Go shut down during the COVID stoppage. So he ended up going to Erie Bay Hawks. He finds himself with possession now, but also on the same team as Isaiah Mucius, who has just come from the Capital City Go-Go. So clearly weren't there at the same time, but I'm sure they've shared some stories during the week. Here's
That is
McNaught.
some intense pressure from Kyle Adnam.
They just have not had any free space.
He's been relentless.
Maker hits the 2 from the elbow.
And something you're probably missing at home, but we can see it quite clearly from this close, is that the players have quite a lot of dialogue with each other. Quite often, McNaught and Adnam are smiling at each other and having a bit of a laugh. It's quite cool to see.
Marlon Taylor with the putback. Well, especially when you consider the battle that is going on
Absolutely.
between these guards. Here's Woodson. Liafa taking a break at the moment. Marlon Taylor's got the job now. That's a tough step back.
Oh.
Adnam with the handles. Pass to the corner. Toughen up, fake over Dempster. That would have been a great basket. Here's Samuel.
A great follow-up there from Samuel. Crafty footwork there from Tuffin.
And last Sunday night, it felt like this Saints crowd had lost their voice. They were kept to a murmur by the visiting Tuatara. Tonight, though, they are up and about, all 4,000 of them. Woodson with the foul. Vidanovic off to the line. (21-9) quarter. Here's the replay. Good positioning there from Vidanovic. Reaching across Woodson.
And Avery Woodson said it as well in the in the halftime interview that they just needed to focus on defense, and if a team is putting up 78 points before the end of the third quarter, I think you're always going to be in some trouble.
Sal's NBL Showdown MVP winner in 2020, Tom Vidanovic, of course. He was in green back then, playing for the Jets. He was picked up in that draft that we had for the Sal's NBL Showdown.
Yeah, a fantastic season. It was pretty hard to stop.
I think he had 10 threes in
Absolutely.
one game as well.
Yeah.
Huge, wasn't it?
Huge. I don't think I've ever shot 10 threes in one game.
Woodson with the miss. Liafa was looking for the run of Samuel. Dempster picked it off. Here's Trathan, undecided, fires away. Dempster gets after it. 16th season for Sam Dempster for the Nelson Giants. Here he is. Hands it off to Maker. Block, no foul. Darnay Samuel. In fact, I reckon the hand was pretty clean. It was the push, and that's the call by Callum Welsh.
Yeah, you just got to be a little bit smarter there, just recognising that it's a bad shot to begin with. And you live with it with the score if it goes in.
There's the replay. Hand was good. It was the body.
Yeah.
That's what he was picked up for.
Got a wee bit close there.
Giants at home next Saturday at 5 p.m. taking on the Airs. They've found some confidence today. Shooting down the Jets. One thing we know about the Giants fans though, Stella, it'll be a sellout next Saturday afternoon, 5 p.m. game. They'll come in big numbers as well. In fact, I think over the last 12 months, the Saints and the Giants have had more sellouts than any other team in the competition.
Well, it's fantastic to see that the crowd is still getting around the team, even though they've started slowly. They've obviously got confidence in them.
Maker splits the pair. Miss on the second. Trathan, and that'll help. That'll get the confidence up for the Giants.
Yeah, that certainly helps. They've missed a couple of threes in this quarter, so give themselves the green light again.
Quarter that's been dominated by the Saints. Smith Milner with the finish. Heads up play. Darnay Samuel with the feed.
Lovely awareness that they've drawn out their biggest man, and Pippin's in foul trouble, so they haven't got that dominance in the paint.
There's another offensive foul. Illegal screen called on Tyler Marsh on this occasion.
I've noticed a couple of times it's when they're on that downhill run. Quite often it comes after a handoff. They run into that player that's defending the ball, and I think that's where they're getting into a bit of trouble. They haven't quite slowed down enough to get out of their way, I guess.
I think what we've seen, or from what we've seen this round, coaches are going to be having a long look at it over the next 4 or 5 days and talking to their players. They need to adjust.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it is just a conversation about awareness of where you are in space, and it comes right.
Taylor stepping out of court there. Good defense applied by the Giants. We're trying to hang in there. Stranger things have happened, but it would be pretty strange from here, you would think.
Yeah, it's not looking too good. They haven't changed too much, and they'll be really missing their big man inside, the Giants.
Tavion Pippin, of course, sitting with 4 fouls. Samuel battling away with Trathan, wins the battle, can't finish the shot, may get it back. Some gamesmanship there from Dempster and Samuel. Saints win out. Smith Milner up and in. Good game tonight for Tohi Smith-Milner. 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's got a plus 27 on the score sheet.
Yeah, he's a quiet. His points stack up with as the game goes on. It's never, you know, all in a row apart from those 4 threes he had in the game last week. But
sweet shot, Sam Dempster. He was at least 1.5 meters outside the arc then. Playing defense now on Samuel, and Dempster's hurt himself behind the play. Might have copped an errant knee. Coming back up the floor now. There's Trathan for 3. So the Giants with some big baskets of their own late in this third quarter. Saints want a timeout to have a quick chat. Margin is back to 22. And maybe for Giants fans, just a glimmer of hope as we near three-quarter time, Stella.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's important not to put your head down when you're in situations like this. Games can change and strange things can happen, as you said. So it's also a time for learning. You know, you can get better in these moments.
Plenty of highlights from this one tonight. The Sal's NBL Highlight Show comes your way every Tuesday night at 7:30. Check it out, all the big plays, all the best bits from all 6 games each week. We mentioned the GJ Gardner Homes To'ihi a little bit earlier on. Those games and highlights coming up later in the year. In fact, tip-off July 12th. Not too far away.
Absolutely looking forward to it.
just over a minute to play in this third quarter now. Smith-Milner been a big part of this Saints performance tonight. They've now got 4 players in double-digit scoring. Kyle Adnan leading the way with 16.
And 7 assists to go with those 16 points. It's been everywhere.
Here's Taylor. Le'afa, back to Taylor. Taylor on the drive, try to reverse it off the fingertips.
Good defense there from Trentham.
Oh, Trathan lucky to get it back to Woodson, and another triple for the Giants.
Once again, another smile on the court. That's a nice sight to see.
Well, they're starting to put them down from everywhere at the moment, the Giants. Margin back to 19, was as high as 29. And they'll go again. Shot clock just inside the game clock here. But we're talking only by about 0.3 of a second. So surely the Giants will get the last shot here.
They'll be looking for a good finish here after a pretty solid end to the second half of that quarter.
Woodson has 15. This would be massive. Too much on it in the end. Falling back into the courtside signage. And at three-quarter time, Saints seemingly have this one wrapped up, but the Giants refuse to lay down. 19-point margin. Will the Saints win their opening game of the season? Will the Giants head home 0-5? We'll find out after the break. Stick with us on Sky Sport.
Winning practice. I think he's going to that way, look. And you go backwards. You are too lucky. You go Granny Styles. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Oh, you entertaining me. Here we go. Good luck. Where's that button? Everybody round of applause for Timmy Mack. Coming out. Someone on the go. Now we'll take on to the next one. Thanks to my good friends that work for the Baloncesto. Oh, of course, I'll get that sponsor.
Welcome back to TSB Bank Arena. 3 quarters down. Saints lead this one tonight by 19. Winning that third quarter, 27-23. They did get out by as much as 29 during that quarter. The Giants coming back late. Oh, big play. Saints. Adnan getting it in to Mucius. What a finish that was.
And I imagine there's no better feeling than for Coach Troy McLean, who probably drew that up and they executed it perfectly.
Long way out. Avery Woodson. Here's Mucius again. And he didn't show any fanfare, did he, Isaiah Mucius? Here he is with the ball now. That shot's going to miss everything. Yeah, off that play, there was no showboating. Here it is, GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Look at this. There's the finish. And he just got on with business. Thank you. No problems. Great start to this last quarter. Vidanovic knocking it out of the hands of Woodson. I think if there's a key thing that Saints coach Troy McLean is going to be really happy with tonight. It's the on-ball pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's relentless. And if you don't get any steals or turnovers off it, you're at the very least going to tire out their point guards.
Le'afa with the foul. Dempster to the TAB. What are some of the things the Giants will take out of this game?
Well, I think defense. It's been said a couple of times before, but 85 points with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They're obviously not stopping much, and they're not as relentless as the Saints. Things seem a bit easy.
We spoke about points in the paint and where these two teams sit in the context of the competition, sitting 9 and 10 for points in the paint. Tonight, the Saints have scored 40 in the paint. The Giants only 20, and that was early. Another good play, Le'afa to Tohi Smith-Milner.
Yeah, you can see they've got the time and the space to make decisions, and whether that's in the paint or outside of the paint, it's just a bit easy.
Marsh taken away by the Saints. Le'afa with time, another three. And they are definitely putting the foot down now, the Saints.
Yeah, just adding to those fast break points as well, a turnover or a bad shot, and it's just too easy for them to go down the other end and execute.
Ingham loses it. There's the replay. Tom Ingham on the drive. Good defense. Le'afa, who takes the ball across the line with him. Trathan off the inbound. Loose ball rebound. Picked up. Saints away again. Mucius starting to feel it. Isaiah Mucius, welcome to Wellington. Welcome to Aotearoa. Big start to the last quarter by the Saints. Woodson, again, they lose it. Turnover. Le'afa, Mucius, Dempster in front of him. One-on-one, Mucius wins the battle.
Dempster did well to stay upright there and keep himself between the body and the basket, but he's just too long.
He moves to 12 in the game. Dempster with the triple. And now the Giants. Message from the sideline. Focus on D. Adnam goes down. So too does the shot. Another triple for the Saints. They have 12 of 25 tonight.
You can see with almost every on-ball that the Saints come off, there's a little bit of confusion from the Giants. One person's committing, or no people are committing, or two people are committing, but they haven't quite got that aspect right yet.
TAB stats tonight. Saints shooting at 58%, Giants at 40%. Saints 12 of 25 from downtown. Giants 11 of 34. 34 of their 64 shots have been from outside the arc. Saints winning the rebounds 34-31. Lupatia onto the court, feeding Havion Pippen, who's back on the floor now with 4 fouls.
Yeah, I think the Giants have really missed his presence inside.
Here's Mucius. It's been his quarter so far. Off hands. Giants come up with it. What have you made, Stella, of the Saints' new import? Isaiah Mucius, of course, coming in to replace the injured James Sutherland.
Yeah, I think he's been a really nice addition to start with. It's his first game, but he obviously feels and looks rather comfortable and knows his place and his role within the team.
Pippen gets it back for the Giants. Dempster with another 3.
He's had a couple in the last 2 quarters. That'll feel good for him.
4th triple of the night for Sammy D. Goes to 17 points. Mucius. Well, he had it spent before he got it. Maker picks it up off him, who's fouled. He'll head to the TAB.
Just shows how quickly a turnover can turn to a fast break point, doesn't it?
Some of the other stats with thanks to the TAB tonight as we have a look at the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Tuamaker with the steal, fouled on the shot. 9 turnovers for the Giants, which has actually been a bit better than I expected.
Yeah, me too.
Maker with the miss. Adnam leading the way with 8 assists tonight. And he has, we've been talking plus minus, which,
wow.
Which for those who don't know what it means, it's what has happened when you've been on the court in terms of either your team in the plus scoring or in the minus because the opposition's scoring more. Kyle Adnam tonight, check this out, has a plus 37.
Yeah, he's been incredible. Especially on offense, the ball's either going through his hands to the hoop or through another player.
Can I just say that again? Plus 37.
I've never.
I don't think I've seen that before. It is very rare. Here he is. Oh, look away pass inside for Taylor. Oh wow, mark that down. What a dive. What a dunk. What a play from the Saints. Play of the night. Adnam with assist number 9. Taylor with a big flush. And he comes up with it as the Saints look to hit triple figures. Have a look at this on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Look at the assist. Look away, and right there, Marlon Taylor to finish it off. That was the play of the night.
That was fantastic from Kyle Adnam, and sneaking behind your player, get to the hoop, really nice.
Tuamaker and Dane Samuel, chance to have a chat with each other.
They've been pretty vocal, both these teams.
Dempster.
3.
Not on this occasion. Taylor comes up with it. Here's Adnam. Adnam will fire away. He's done so much right tonight. Shot was on target. Just a little bit too deep. Foul called.
You can tell that he wanted it. You can tell that he's feeling like he's got a bit of a hot hand, and it's fun to watch.
19 points for Adnam, shooting at 75%.
Fantastic.
There's the foul. I think the first one was on Tuffin, reaching in.
He's gone up to 38, Justin.
Surely he couldn't get a plus 40. Based on what we've seen, there's every chance he'll breeze past it. Here he is.
Still time.
All over Tyson. Lupatia. Pippen. This is foul off the ball. That'll be on Adnam.
I think it might be on Tuffin. I think he gave him a bit of a shoulder when he went by.
Yeah, I think you're right. A bit of a conversation. Here's the replay. Keep an eye on Tyson Lupatia. Yeah. There it is, and definitely a shoulder. Not sure what Kenneth Tuffin was thinking there.
The old bump the cutter. He took it quite literally.
Almost as if he dropped the shoulder in. Just stepped over there and apologised. No hard feeling.
No, a mutual understanding probably.
Giants ball. Pippen going to work inside and finishing the work inside. Saw a lot of that early, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely, and they really missed it, and he's played 23 minutes and he's got 19 points, so it's obvious how effective he can be when he's on the floor.
Had to sit for a long time tonight, Kavion Pippen with 4 fouls.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's when the Saints kind of really extended that lead that they had. And possibly a part of the reason they've got so many points in the paint. There's less of a big body in there. They're missing that big dominant feature.
Interesting conversation. Mike Fitchett with the arms folded.
Oh, they both wanted it.
And again, the Saints try and come up with something big, and Look who's right in the middle of it. Marlon Taylor. I'd love to get the measuring tape out on Marlon Taylor because don't worry about eye line with the ring. I reckon he looks down on the ring at times.
Oh, absolutely. He's got a bird's eye view.
Got a huge leap. Margin of 22. 4 minutes to play. Woodson for three. He moves to 21. 5 of 12 from deep tonight. Seen 25 threes between the teams. Timeout called here. Margin at 18. And the Saints winning this, sorry, the Giants, my apologies, winning this last quarter. At the moment, 17 to 16. Result so far in round 4. Nuggets got the Giants by 7. Rams over the Sharks by 16. And the Airs earlier tonight over the Jets by 7. Coming up tomorrow, Stella, the Hawks and the Sharks. What a roller coaster start to the season the Hawks have had. Game 1, overtime winner. Of course, Ethan Rusbach hit that big 3 to tie it up against the Bulls. Game 2, right here in Wellington. They had that big late surge down the stretch to get over the top of the Saints. Game 3 for the Hawks on their home court. They lost on that buzzer-beating David Azor shot from the corner. And in Game 4, a triple overtime loss to the Rams. The Hawks back on their home deck tomorrow about the Sharks. If you ever want to go on a roller coaster ride, just be a supporter of the Hawke's Bay Hawks.
Yeah, they have certainly had an interesting first few games of the season. You can only look at that and learn from the experience of having close games.
2-2 so far this season for the Hawks. Here's Adnam with the fake.
Oh.
Not with the make though. Dempster rebound. Lupatia. He'll fire away from deep and adds another 3.
Great composure, great poise. Absolutely the right decision on that shot, and well done to knock it down.
Giving his teammates something to cheer. Now Lupatia fouls Adnam. Here's the replay. There's the foul, just stepping across in front of Adnam, who finds himself back at the TAB tonight. He's 1 of 1 at the moment. 9 of 11 the Saints from the line tonight. Giants 8 of 14 as the Saints hit triple figures. 4,000 in attendance tonight, or thereabouts. Another packed out crowd. And they're going to go home very happy tonight. Leading by 15. Pippen going to work inside. Can't add another 2. Maker with the steal. Does well.
Well read there from Maker.
Lupatia gets it back to the man that started it. He's fouled. He's off to the strike. Good play for the Giants.
Good to see them get out and push the ball. I mean, when they get turnovers and steals like that, the Giants are just going to have to go, oh, good on the kids.
These
having a good time.
These young guys trying to start something new here. How long have the Saints been going for? What, since 82?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the exact year, but it's been a long time.
There's a good 40 years.
Yeah.
And a couple of the youngsters trying to start a new tradition.
Good on them.
Maybe
they can get the McGillar on board.
Adnam with the mate. I'll tell you what, that young bloke up in the stands will get going after that.
And look at the Saints getting around each other. They're really excited for everyone else's success.
Kyle Adnam moves to 23 in the game. 26 last week. They're going to taste success tonight, the Saints. The Giants, though, well, they'll be heading home at 0-5. And with some work ahead of them.
Yeah, definitely. They've got to do some regrouping for sure.
Semi-finalists last season. Here's Pippen. Dempster has been red hot from downtown tonight. Just a clumsy foul there on Maker.
Possibly just a bit of one of those frustrated fouls. They'll send them Smith-Milner down to the line. Oh no.
Nice Saints.
Other team.
Yep.
The Saints have 5.
Maker tonight, 15 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple of steals. There's Adnam. He's been a star. Samuel now. He'll shoot this.
Yeah.
No, hands it off. Liafa, nowhere to go. Adnam now picks it up. Shot clock. Oh, fake to the corner. Works his way to the glass.
He's just having fun now, isn't he?
He's had plenty of tricks in the tool bag tonight, Kyle Adnam. There's Woodson, been a tough night at the office. Pippen picks it up. Maker inside, has the mismatch on Taylor and converts.
Great length. It's hard to stop length like that.
Couple of minutes to play. Saturday night hoops in the NZNBL. Adnam again showing his class. We'll head back to the line for another 2. One of the things that was missing, of course, for the Saints in those first couple of games, this man here, Kyle Adnam, only played 56 seconds in the first game of the season, left with an abductor strain, missed the following week, came back in game 3 for the Saints, did his bit, scored 26, but tonight has just been next level up for Kyle Adnam. 27 in the game now, 9 assists, 4 rebounds, a couple of threes.
Yeah, he's been unstoppable. And he is rightfully earned a break.
Yeah, he's done for the night, you would think. Big game tonight from the Australian, the surfer, of course.
Yeah.
I think you even offered him a surfboard a few weeks ago, didn't you?
Oh, he can borrow my surfboard. It doesn't get much use from me.
Dempster now. Still trying to hit those big threes. Giants tonight, that was their 41st shot attempt from beyond the arc. Taylor gets around Pippen, off the glass for another 2. I reckon the Saints last year put up a record 47 three-point attempts in one game. Giants not quite there, but 41's a few.
It's a few. It's definitely no secret that the Saints like to shoot the ball and they like to take threes. And I think you've almost seen the similar thing here.
Marsh, three-point attempt 42 for the Giants. Pippen with the clean-up job off the glass. Inside the last minute, benches will clear here. Going to be a big win tonight for the Saints. They're going to be on the board with their first win of the season. The Giants, however, will be spending a bit of time picking the tape apart and preparing for their next mission.
Yeah, you can only look forward in times like this. You just have to regroup and stick to what you know and keep on going.
Hippolyte and Heke onto the court now for the Saints. Here's Vidanovic. Misses that off the hand of Heke. The tall Saints number 31. It's one thing that the Saints have done well the last couple of years, Stella, just bringing some of these youngsters through.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're all locals, and they're all young. It really does wonders for Wellington basketball as a whole, rather than just the Saints program.
Of corner ball. Lupatia. Adanovic now, final seconds of this one. Tommy V to finish it off. Just the way he started tonight.
Absolutely, it's a go-to. Tommy V in the open court's a dangerous position.
And as the band fires up here at TSB Bank Arena, that'll do us tonight. The Saints with the win. Getting home 112 to 91. A 21-point win for the home team, and they are on the board with their first victory of 2023. Plenty of big performances tonight. Kyle Ladnam finishes with a game-high 28 points to go with his 9 assists, a plus-minus of 34 in the end. Tom Bradanovic, 17 points. Dohi Smith-Milner, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Gilla Gorilla marching to the beat of the band. Isaiah Mucius, his first game for the Saints tonight. There he is having a bit of a dance. 12 points for him on debut. Marlon Taylor had 11, Dane Samuel with 10. So in the end, 7 players in double-digit scoring for the Saints. Their biggest score of the season. That may be the biggest score of the Cell's NBL season. For the Giants, Cavion Pippin with 21 led the way. Cell's super special tonight. A free bottle of Coke with the Cell's NBL Steel. Online, there's the code ASSIST. That's available until next Wednesday. The Saints come in and have a chat. They'll be very happy with their efforts tonight. All the kids have already rushed down courtside, ready to come on and meet the players. Which of course happens after every Sal's NBL game across the country. 2 games coming up tomorrow, Hawks and the Sharks, Bulls and the Tuatara. We're going to speak to a couple of the stars in just a moment from this one tonight. Marlon Taylor, Isaiah Mucius, part of the big highlights. Avery Woodson also 21 points tonight for the Giants. 17 apiece to Sam Dempster and Matua Maker. They were the leading scorers for the Giants. Going to catch up with Tom Bradanovic in just a moment. What a start he had tonight. He's down on the sidelines now with Stella Beck.
And Tommy, that must feel good to get your first win under the belt. You've got a few different people in the team this week, so how did that look preparation-wise?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, these guys have been great. You know, Zay knows the system. He's been around here. But yeah, Zeke came in. Everything was smooth sailing. Everyone wants to share the ball. I think it showed. I mean, we knew what we had in the locker room for the last few weeks too. We're just trying to get it all together. And I think tonight we put a good show out there.
Awesome. And a bit of momentum going forward. What are you hoping to carry through?
Yeah, I mean, we look forward to Monday getting back to work. And I think we still had, you know, they probably beat us in the 4th quarter again. We've lost every 4th quarter. So we got to go fix some stuff. Too many open threes. But yeah, back to work.
Awesome. Good luck next week.
Thanks.
And bringing over Kyle Adnam, who was an absolute star tonight. Kyle, good to be back in the full swing of things, a bit of momentum, first game under the belt. Tell me how you felt. You had an awesome game. What went right for you?
Yeah, it was good. It was good to just have my legs under me a little bit more. Last week it was just a little bit of a grind getting up and down, but no, it was good. Good this week to be able to extend my pressure a little bit defensively, and it was good. Just a good team effort. Like, to look up the scoreboard and have, what, 7 guys in double figures is like incredible. So, but I thought the defensive end, we took care of business tonight, which was really good.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, good luck for next week. Looking forward to seeing you in action again.
Yes, appreciate it. Thank you.
Good on you, thanks, Stella. Kyle Adnam and Tom Bradanovic. both with big games tonight. The Saints, by the way, won all 4 quarters. I'm sure Tommy Vodanovic will be happy when he checks that out after the game. They won that last quarter 29-27. Let's have a look at the stats with thanks to TAB. Adnam leading the way with 28. And as he pointed to, 7 players in double digits. Marlon Taylor with 11 rebounds, leading that stat on the night. Adnam with the 9 assists, and a few of those assists were a lot of fun to watch. Dempster with 3 blocks, certainly did his bit tonight, Sammy Dempster. Giants at 0-5 now to start the season, and a long way back. Let's have a look at games coming up. Hawks and Sharks tomorrow from 4. Bulls and the Tuatara. That'll be our 6 o'clock Sunday sesh, also live across the country on Prime. Taylor Johnson and Kaysen Bookman looking after the Hawks and the Sharks. Andrew Mulligan and Casey Frank will be out at the Stockyard. And then round 5 tips off on Thursday night, May 4. Got a feeling the Tuatara might have a little bit of a theme going for Thursday night, so keep your eyes on that one during the week. The Tuatara back in action on their home deck against the Otago Nuggets, who, if we bring up the Sal's NBL ladder for you right now, you will see they remain the only unbeaten team in the competition. There they are, 4 games, 4 wins, only sitting in second because of that points differential. And what will change very, very shortly after tonight's game is the Saints will move to 3-1 and finally get 2 points beside their name. Stella Beck, your thoughts tonight on the Wellington Saints getting their first win of the season?
Yeah, fantastic. I had some words with Tommy V just before, and he was so pumped. He said it felt really good just to get that first one under the belt. So I think that they'll be feeling confident from here. Getting 112 points, obviously, that's quite an accomplishment on the offensive end. So they'll look to carry that forward.
And a message for Giants fans?
Keep your head up. You know, you also scored 91 points, so obviously, offensively, it's there for you. Defensively, possibly a few things need to be tidy up, but it'll happen.
A little bit of family time on the sidelines before the rush of kids comes here at TSB Bank Arena, and I've got to tell you, they are lined up and pretty deep, so we're going to get out of here because we'll get swamped as well. Marnie Dougal-Meter blowing some kisses. Young fans in the house, hope you've enjoyed it tonight on Sky Sport. The Wellington Saints with the win, getting home 112-91. We'll see you tomorrow for some more Sal's NBL action. Join us from 4 p.m. for a Sunday doubleheader. Matewa.